Clearing out by the afternoon. Upper 60s today, bumping up to the 70s tomorrow, and then just shy of the 80s by next weekend. Our mountains, upper 70s today and tomorrow. It's a really nice weekend for you. We do gradually warm heading into the week. 78 Monday, Tuesday making it to the 80s, and then some monsoonal moisture enters the picture by end of week. So we do have a chance to see some thunderstorm potential Thursday and Friday. A little different though for the deserts. 90s today and tomorrow through the weekend. Triple digits returning on Wednesday, and then chance not looking like you'll see thunderstorm activity, but a little bit of some light showers both Thursday and Friday. But Tony, Irene, really nice weekend for us ahead.
Good to know, Shayla. Thank you. Now let's take a look at some of our headlines on this Saturday morning.
A highly anticipated meeting between President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin yesterday. What happened, plus when Ukrainian President Zelensky is expected to be in the States.
Plus, new potential congressional maps for California are taking shape. What this change is contingent on.
Plus, a new multimillionaire is just 6 numbers away. How much you could win with a lucky Powerball ticket.
Now, Southern California's news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, 5 o'clock on your Saturday. I'm Irene Cruz.
And I'm Tony Cabrera. We start with the redistricting showdown. We have images of the initial draft of California's redrawn congressional district maps. The effort coming as a direct response to the Texas move to redraw its maps to try to give President Trump a larger majority in the House of Representatives. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo has details.
The lines have been drawn, literally. We're getting our first look at the proposed redistricting plan targeting more than half of the California Republicans in Congress. The easiest change to see is in Northern California, where districts 1 and 2, currently represented by a Republican and a Democrat, would transform in order to get Democrats in both seats. Paul Mitchell, who put the map together, says only a handful of the 52 districts would remain how they look today.
Most of the districts in the state are either unchanged, about 8 of them are completely unchanged, another 20 are changed less than 10%. And really, we're just trying to achieve the goal of pushing back on Texas without doing something that would, radically disrupt the congressional district line.
Governor Gavin Newsom says he's only moving forward with this plan because Republican leaders in Texas are threatening to redraw their maps to add 5 Republican seats. So this new California map adds 5 Democrats, a 2-state stalemate. The 5 Republican districts in California they're trying to flip includes the already awkwardly shaped District 41, which extends from Corona down the 15 to Lake Elsinore and all the way out to Palm Desert with an arm sticking out the middle. That area would be chopped up, and the new District 41 would include Whittier, Downey, and Lakewood, which has nearly twice as many Democrats as Republicans.
We also can, in California, bolster about 5 of our frontline candidates around the state, making sure that we don't make our other candidates just big targets for Republicans.
Congressman Ken Calvert, a Republican representing District 41, has been in Congress since 1993 and could have a hard time winning an 18th term if this plan passes. He posted to X saying, quote, 64% of Californians oppose Gavin Newsom's power grab. It's clear there is bipartisan support for keeping the Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission and not allowing politicians to draw their district maps behind closed doors to choose their voters. Governor Newsom says this is not just about district borders. There's a lot more on the line.
I'm just not going to sit back and be complicit. I don't think the people of the state of California are going to be complicit this November and watch this system get rigged and watch our democracy fail.
Tim Caputo, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will meet with President Donald Trump in Washington on Monday.
The announcement came just as Trump wrapped up a summit in Alaska with Russian President Putin. That meeting ended without any deal on the war in Ukraine. Overnight, President Trump posted on social media that an overall peace agreement and not a ceasefire was the best way to end the war. This has been Russia's long-held position.
There's no deal until there's a deal.
Trump got nothing, but Putin walked away with no further sanctions on Russia or any of Russia's major trading partners who've enabled him in the war. He got the red carpet treatment and the ability to say he's welcome back in the international community.
On the flight home, Trump was on a call with NATO officials and on another call with Zelensky. Following the call, the Ukrainian president said sanctions should be strengthened if there is no trilateral meeting, something Trump had called for but did not mention following his meeting.
Authorities say they're cracking down on sex trafficking in LA County, and their efforts are paying off. District Attorney Nathan Hochman is pointing to fresh results in the fight, just days after federal agents busted 11 suspected gang members tied to a South LA trafficking ring. Hochman says his office has filed 10 trafficking-related cases this year, including charges of exploitation, pimping, and pandering. Back in January, Hochman praised the LAPD and Sheriff's Department task forces for working together to crack down on trafficking. Since then, 8 new cases have landed in courts, and one man has already been sentenced to 5 years in prison for trying to bring a 16-year-old girl from Ohio to Los Angeles.
Well, the drawing for the largest Powerball jackpot of the year is happening tonight. The prize is now a whopping $565 million after 32 consecutive drawings without a grand prize winner. If you happen to be the lucky person whose ticket matches all 6 winning numbers, you can choose between receiving your jackpot as an annuity for the next 30 years or an estimated lump sum of $255 million. The drawing is tonight at 8.
And good Saturday morning. We got a really nice forecast coming your way this weekend. Taking a live look from Burbank, clear skies for you. So our inland spots seeing some nice clearing, 67 degrees for you, but moving toward the coast, very different story. You're talking about a very thick marine layer, patchy cloud cover, also a chance to see a little bit of drizzle this morning. Long Beach, our sensor not working for some reason, but the temperature is nice and cool there. You're in the 60s. 60 for you in Heaven. Riverside, you're at 64 to start the morning. So pretty comfortable out there. Definitely have the sweater, maybe the hat if you're by the coast to start the day, and then you can ditch it this afternoon. 66 out in Fullerton and Burbank, you're at 67 degrees. All right, so this afternoon, another great example of our microclimates. Along the coast, you'll be in the 70s, a mix of sun and clouds. It's going to be a great weekend overall to get out and about. Los Angeles, really nice clearing for you. You'll see temperatures in the mid-70s, and then our Inland Empire only making it to the 80s today. So we're talking about temperatures well below average through the weekend, but it doesn't last long. Another warm up, another heat wave. It's all on the way. I'll break it down in the full forecast. But for now, Tony and Irene, I'll send it back to you two.
All right, Shayla, thank you. Rebuilding hope in the Altadena community, this time through the power of books.
Plus, today.